Hello, I'm Bipasha from Mitzi Crochet. Welcome to my channel. Today is going to be the first video of learning how to crochet for absolute beginners. In this episode, you will learn what you need to begin, how to prepare your yarn, how to create a slip knot, and a chain stitch. For this video, I will be using Hobby Store or Magic Needles acrylic yarn in weight size 4 or medium. The label usually mentions the weight or size of the yarn and the correct hook size that you need to use for the yarn. Then you will need a crochet hook of 4 millimeters in hook size, a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and a stitch marker. Then you remove the paper from the yarn. You can pull the yarn from the outside, or you can also pull the yarn from the center. For this video, I will be using the yarn and pulling it from the outside. Make sure that you pull out enough yarn for the chain of stitches. Before we start with the chains, we will need to create a slip knot. Now there are different ways of creating a slip knot. I will show you the method that I use. Now if you're right-handed like me, hold the tail of the yarn with your left hand. Leave 2 to 3 inches, then pull it with your right hand and create a V. Pull it with the index finger of your right hand and create a V. Make sure the index finger of your right hand is facing away from you. Then rotate the index finger towards you. Now push your right thumb through the loop. Hold the yarn tail. Hold it and then pull it through that loop. Pull it through that loop tight. Now we have a slip knot. Now we'll insert the crochet hook through the slip knot and pull it tight. Make sure not to tighten it too much, but just enough for the loop to be moving freely across the hook. Now that we have the slip knot around the crochet hook, we will start off with the chain. Since I am right-handed, I will be holding the crochet hook on my right hand and the working yarn on my left. Now there are plenty of ways to hold your hook. I like to hold it in the knife grip, and it's called a knife grip because it's basically how you hold a knife. And then we have a pencil grip, and as the name says, you hold it as you would hold a pencil. So going ahead with the knife grip, wrap your working yarn around your fingers, and then with your thumb, your middle finger, and your ring finger, hold the tail of the yarn. Now we will rotate the hook around the yarn and pull it through the loop. This is one chain. Let's do it again. Rotate the crochet hook around the yarn, pull it through the loop. Again, rotate, pull through the loop. Rotate, pull through the loop. Rotate, pull through the loop. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. We'll make 10 chains. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, this is not a chain. So what do you consider a single chain? This V that you can see here, this is a single chain. Now I'll just gently pull up the yarn and I'll show you the back side, okay? Now as you can see, this looks like the ridges of a chain. Now that is why we call this a chain or a chain stitch. Now one really important thing to keep in mind is that you may not be able to get a perfect chain in the first couple of tries. I remember when I began, it took me almost 10 to 12 tries to get a perfect chain. So if, in the first couple of tries you're not able to get a perfect chain, do not worry. The key is to remain persistent and keep trying. Do not give up. Trust me, if you're, trying it again and again and it's just not happening, drink some water, take a walk, and come back to it. Try it again because persistence is what makes you perfect. Make sure to check out the next video in the series where I'll show you how to do a single crochet.